Welcome to the Parent Guide to Reading Standards, what they mean, why they're taught, how to use them, and why are they needed. Whenever you are reading standards, you will see two letters and two numbers. RL for reading literature, any story that is not real, and RI for reading information for any passage or text that is about a real topic. 5, which equals fifth grade, and 1, 2, or 3, which basically lets you know the order of the standards. We'll be covering one of the main standards in Module 1. There are 4 modules. The first module will be covered during September through October. Reading Information Standard 5.8. Students have to explain how an author uses reasons and evidence to support particular points in a text, identifying which reasons and evidence support which point. So whenever a student is reading an article or a text, they have to identify an opinion or argument an author is making in a text. They have to identify the reasons for their opinion and argument. They have to be able to state the opinion and reasons in their own word. Identify the points, which are quotes, in the text that supports the points and reasons. And identify how the points or quotes supports the author's points and reasons. So whenever we talk about the points, there are going to be opinion statements that are made or an argument that is being presented. And whenever that is being said, the quotes pretty much are the facts that supports those points. And so students have to be able to identify the two and make the connection, the opinion and the quotes. So this is the point that they're making, and these are the quotes that they're using or the facts that they're using to support their point. What skills will students need for this? Again, basic reading skills they will need. They will need to be able to read the text, be able to understand what's read. They should be able to summarize a text in their own words using 1 to 2 sentences. They should be able to identify the opinion or the point. They should be able to state the opinion in their own words or the point in their own words. They should be able to understand the difference between a reason and evidence. The reason is why, and the evidence is the facts being used to support the why. They should be able to state the reason of an opinion or point in their own words. They should be able to find quotes that supports or connects to the opinion or points. And they should be able to explain quotes and the connection to the opinion, points, and reasons. And I know that you will hear me say over and over again that they need to be able to state these things in their own words. When they state in their own words the context of a text, that lets them know that they understand the subject or what is being discussed, the content being discussed in the text. So it's very important for them to be able to say it in their own words. Why is the skill needed and taught? Students need to be able to form their own opinion. They need to be able to do this in whole conversations without getting into an argument, to know the difference between somebody stating an opinion, which is everyone's right, versus somebody being disrespectful. And sometimes students feel as though when an opinion is not shared, that person is being disrespectful. Or sometimes just as human beings, we become frustrated if somebody doesn't share the same opinion as us. Students need to be able to make informed decisions. They need to be able to write research papers, especially if their next step is going into college after high school. And they need to be able to advocate for themselves, their family, and their community. And this is a good skill to basically be able to hone in on if that is the area you want to go into, even if it's not the area you want to go into as a parent. Just finding you being able to develop your opinion and your reasons and making sure that you have the evidence and the facts to back up. How? Again, annotate while reading. Students should be constantly writing on their text as they read. This is one time when writing in the text is actually encouraged. We want students writing in the text so that they can actually process what they're reading. As they are reading, they should be asking questions. Again, those questions should be annotated in the margin of their text. They should be able to identify the opinions or the points. So that means label an opinion or a point. And if there's more than one, number them. So as they're reading, they can actually, put a square around it or draw an arrow to the side and say, here's their opinion, here's their point, and number that. Here's opinion 1 or here's point number 1. Identify the reasons. When they're doing this, they should be able to, again, label that this is a reason and then draw to the opinion or the point that the reason is supporting. They should be able to write the reasons in their own words in the margin. So once they find the reason in their own words, be able to say this is their reason why they believe this. Identify evidence, quote, that explains or breaks down the reasons or points. In this one, they should be able to simply underline it and then in the margin be able to say this supports point 1 or reason 1 so that they'll know why they underline it. Students should never be underlining or highlighting anything in a text without having some note in the margin stating why they felt the need to underline or highlight that piece of passage or a sentence in a text. That helps them make that connection of what is this supporting as well as why is this important. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to call or email me. Thank you.